Gary. This is A Moment with Gary, November the 18th edition. Thank you for joining me. I picked up a book off of my bookshelf this morning and began reading. It's called The Habits of Highly Effective Churches by a guy named George Barna. Barna constantly does surveys and gives out information, and so he was talking about things that really make a church be effective, be strong in the kingdom of God. One of the things that he talked about was worship and the importance of worship. And he said in a lot of Protestant churches don't really worship because 50% of the people in the congregation are not saved. I thought that was kind of an interesting statement. But it makes sense that if you're not truly saved, then you have no reason to really worship a God because you're not grateful for one who saved you because you've never been saved. Jesus said in the Gospel of John, chapter 4, he was talking to the woman at the well in this occurrence, and he said to her, "An hour is coming, and now is, when true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. For such people, the Father seeks to be his worshipers. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship him in spirit and truth." That's John chapter 4, verses 23 and 24. And so worship it's something that God seeks, but it's also something that we do in response to who God is. We have hearts filled with gratitude, hearts that are humble, hearts that are filled with thanksgiving, and we're acknowledging who God is. There should be passion, there should be joy. We should have not only our minds, but our emotions, all involved in genuine worship. Worship is through music, but it also should be worship through the spoken word, through the preaching and all of that. So I want you to think a little bit about worship. And when you go to church Sunday, just think about, am I truly worshiping God, or is it about me, or am I not even worshiping at all? It's just habit. God is seeking, now get that again, what Jesus said, God is seeking, he's actively searching for people who will worship him in spirit and in truth. The only way we can worship him in spirit and truth is if we're spirit-filled people, if we've been born again. Something to think about. Hope you have a great week.